Well, I had followed the war, and Kennedy was my idol, so I decided I was going to join the Marine Corps and go to Vietnam. And I couldn't understand why none of my friends wanted to volunteer and go. They thought I was nuts. And once I got to boot camp and they found out I had 5 years of college, they said, "You're going to officer school." I said, "Oh, no, I'm not. I'm in for 2 years and I want to go to Nam." So after boot camp, they sent me to supply school. And all the classes before me were going to Nam. My class, no. So I said, well, I'll go to Hawaii. It's that much closer to Vietnam. So I knew we had a sergeant major. His name was Sergeant Major Sweet. So I wrote him a letter explaining what I wanted. And within 2 weeks, I had order for Westpac, which meant Vietnam. So once I got to Vietnam, I was in a communications battalion. And this was right on China Beach. But they came out with a CAP program, Combined Action Platoon, where they train you and you learn the Vietnamese language and their customs and send you out in the bush. So I volunteered for that. And you'd build a fort out in the bush and take care of villages, train the people, soldiers. They'd send in, actually they were kids. So I finally got out in the bush. And then I wondered why I could have spent my time in Hawaii. I often wondered, how a man would react when somebody was shooting at him. I know the first patrol I went on, I got to shoot at a VC running along a river, and I thought, oh man, this is great. Of course, he wasn't shooting back. So my first night out I was in Delta 3 at the time, and was sitting in my little hooch, and they opened up on us. Well, I didn't know which way to run. I went running into a bunker, and I was in a corner, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? And all these, the two Marines in there, they had a machine gun, they were firing back. Well, I didn't have a helmet, my flak jacket, my rifle, I left that in the hooch. I said, I can't help them, so I went running back and got all my gear. And went back out there and started firing. I thought, whoa, this isn't a picnic. But then it was like that every night. So I was making popcorn, and all of a sudden green tracers are coming through my hooch. They really opened up on us. So I went out to my bunker, and I had a machine gun, M60. So I started firing. But the whole area, when you're out in the bush like this, it's pitch black, and all of a sudden it was a fireworks display like you would never imagine. I mean, the sky was lit up, so I knew it was something big going on. At the time, I didn't realize it was the start of the Tet Offensive. One of the kids in our group, Billy Britt, he got hit with a claymore because he was walking point. I didn't know it at the time, but then the sergeant told me to go out there and see where the guys were. So I took a couple soldiers after everything had died down, and we went out there, and I found Billy laying in the road, face down. And when I reached under him and turned him over, my hand just sunk in. So I knew he got blown away. And we took him back, and 2 Vietnamese got killed in that firefight. And that was the Tet Offensive. Yeah, here's his rubbing off the wall. And this was a neighbor kid that lived a couple houses from me. I came out corporal. And when I told the colonel I wanted to go home, he said, "Oh, I'll make you a sergeant." I said, "Sir, you could make me a general. I'm going home." Well, I don't think I could have lived with myself knowing this was going on and there were guys over there and I wasn't part of it. But like I said, none of my friends could understand why I wanted to do it, but I did.